You're listening to 91 Reasons, a journey into the twisted landscape of pop culture. Keep your hands and arms inside the podcast at all times. And now, the voice, Jeff Tucker.
$1987, folks. It was a banner year for movies. Lethal Weapon came out, Shane Black. RoboCop was number one at the box office for months during the summer. What else came out in 87? Inner Space, I think, came out in 87. There were a lot of movies, but there's a movie that came out in 87 that I saw in a theater, that my wife saw in the theater. How many times did you see it? Twice?
A couple times in the theater and a lot on video. And
that would be the title of this episode, Can't Buy Me Love. Patrick Dempsey, Amanda Peterson, Rico Suave in a Touchstone picture rated PG-13. Now, I thought we just watched this movie on Netflix. I thought there was nudity in this movie. I remember there being nudity in this movie.
I don't. That's why when you said it, I couldn't. I figured it had to be the scene in the car
where she's topless.
Girl,
I swear I saw breasts.
No. I think you saw them, but you were a young teenage boy.
Did you watch a Netflix edit? Is there a full version out there?
No.
All right, maybe it's one of those phantom movie scenes that sometimes pops up where you swear that scene is in the movie, and then you watch it years later, and it's not there.
Mandela effect.
It happens a lot. So if you remember seeing topless nudity in Can't Buy Me Love, let me know. But Can't Buy Me Love's a weird movie because it's a weird plot. What is the plot of the movie?
It's not a weird plot. It's every 80s plot in the world about a geeky guy trying to win over the cool girl.
That's cool. he does it by hiring her like an escort. Yeah, there's no sex in the movie, but there is the implication.
It implies.
No, there's no sex.
Yeah, so with the other girls, it didn't imply to
you?
Because it did to me.
No, it totally implied, but it's undone by the scene where he says he only got to second base. Because he's alone in his bedroom. He's excited. He's counting off how long it's been, and he announces that he got to second base. Now, if he got to third base, he would have said that in the scene. So the movie is Patrick Dempsey plays a dork named Ronald Miller who mows lawns to earn money, and he's mowed lawns all summer so that he can buy a telescope because he's a nerd. You know, nerds love telescopes. And at the same time, we meet the girl down the street, Cindy Mancini, and Cindy's the popular girl. Her boyfriend has just gone off to college to be a football player. And to maintain her popularity without her Rock Gibraltar boyfriend, she tries to be something that she's not. Because the boyfriend, through a TV interview, you get the idea that he's not interested anymore. He doesn't call her anymore.
Yeah.
They're still officially together.
He's just too busy. Wait,
cool. Yeah, and at the end of the movie, when he does show up, even he thinks they're still together. That's an interesting twist to the movie. But because he's not around, she tries to impress her friends by wearing her mother's best leather outfit, which is like this bikini top, skirt, and a jacket. Did you ever dress like this in the 80s?
No.
You didn't wear the suede?
No.
The suede bikini top? I
wore just about every other outfit in the movie that she wears.
Oh, no, I was laughing because there's an episode, the outfit she wears to the airplane graveyard, I have pictures of you in that outfit.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's where I got all my wardrobe choices from, a lot from that movie and Pretty in Pink. Those are the two movies that dressed me.
Well, Pretty in Pink's an iconic movie. Everybody remembers Pretty in Pink.
Can't Buy Me Love was more iconic to me than anything. I loved that movie.
Oh, that's so weird. But I was just talking to somebody at work today about the movies that we glom onto as young people get a pass, even if they're terrible. Now, Can't Buy Me Love's not terrible, but it's not high art. It's not as good as a John Hughes movie, is it?
It feels just like a John Hughes movie to me. It's just as good, yeah.
Just as good?
Yep.
As a John Hughes movie?
Yes.
Because it's about the geeks trying to rise up and the clique.
It's nice that it wasn't the same two actors
Right. No, it should have starred Anthony Michael Hall and Molly Ringwald. Right.
Otherwise, it would have been a John Hughes movie.
It's a interesting movie. It was made by Touchstone, and this is right when Michael Eisner and what's his name? I can't think of the other. The poor guy that died. Wells. When Eisner and Wells took over Disney, they had already instigated or instituted the Touchstone brand, because the Touchstone brand was invented to release Splash, because Splash was PG and Disney didn't release PG movies, only G movies. And Splash, you know why Splash is PG?
No.
You can see Daryl Hannah's butt as she's getting out of the water because she has legs for the first time. So Touchstone was where they made movies that were different than Disney movies. And this one's shocking in that in the height of the Disney kind of turning point, there's a lot of foul language in this movie. But it is a really good 80s icon movie. You get to see a real 80s mall in it. 80s fashion is all over the place.
Yeah.
Seth Green shows up as the little brother. Would you have picked out of the entire cast? Obviously, Patrick Dempsey's the biggest star.
Yeah,
but other than that, Seth Green, the little brother, would have a continuing career, because nobody else in that movie ever really did much after that.
Poor Amanda.
Now, Amanda Peterson just passed away last year.
Yeah, a year ago.
She had some personal issues.
Really upset when I heard about it. I called Laura right away. I was like, no, because she was one of my favorites from that movie.
Kim, why do you like Can't Buy Me Love?
It was just one of those movies that I clung to. I picked it up, and I could watch it over and over and over and never get sick of it.
Because I get, you've seen The Commitments 100 times.
More.
But this one, it has boring parts. It has slow parts. So they go out for a week, or they go out for a month, and he somehow magically becomes the it guy at school because of that. They have a fake breakup, and then he, in PG-13 land, hooks up with all the other girls in school, and then realizes...
But it's just so believable. Because didn't you ever wonder that? I totally believe that the geekiest geek at my school could have been cool if the most popular cheerleader said he was. Because everyone follows. That's just what happens.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
But the fantasy...
You get to see it happen.
The fantasy element is that no cheerleader in real life would ever do that.
If she was stuck in a predicament that she needed it.
Oh, you're talking about the money thing? Not just I'm going to help this guy out of geekdom.
No one's going to do that. No.
Yeah, no, we can't be human to each other.
No, we would have had to have something like this. It would have been this story.
Because,
real life.
When I went to high school, when I was in 8th and 9th grade, I had a total crush on a cheerleader. And she wanted nothing to do with me. Less than nothing. I was in a couple of plays with her, and she wanted... and that's the one... Remember we ran into her...
Is that the Sizzler girl?
Yeah, we ran into her at Sizzler in the early 2000s, and I said, "Hey, that's that cheerleader girl that I had the thing for in high school." And you were like, "Oh, let's go say hi." I said, "Oh, no, don't go over there."
You know me.
Yeah, and I said, "There's nothing to be gained by going over there." And you went over there, and what happened?
She said she didn't know you.
She had no idea.
Yeah.
No, she responded to her name.
Yeah.
But she had no idea who I was. And I was like, see, there we go.
Although that would probably be the same exact case in my situation.
High school never ends for some people. Isn't that funny? She dated a guy, the drummer in the high school band, who wore one of those little bicyclist hats where you flip the bill up? It almost looked like a painter's hat, but it was
she was cool?
Oh yeah, they were the thing, man. They were the hip couple.
Okay.
So, no cheerleader.
I should have tried the Can't Buy Me Love thing. I'm curious if it would have worked for a girl.
What? Hook up with a jock?
The popular surfer dude that I stalked for 3 years during middle school and high school.
You see, guys are different, though. Guys would be like, yeah, sleep with me and I'll do whatever you want for 4 weeks, whatever you want.
And would it have made a difference?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, that would have been a win-win situation then, because then you
here's the thing.
Sleep with the most popular guy at school and got popular.
Let me ask you this:
what's the bad in that?
Would teenage you had been willing to change their look? Because the reason you were an outcast is because you had goth looks.
I wasn't an outcast.
You were in the goth people land.
Yeah, but I was I was still friends with everybody. I'm one of those people I loved high school.
Yeah, but describe. Describe your look. Describe your look.
So many friends because I fit in everywhere. Yes, I had a tendency to like looking different. And
different
unique.
is what? You have to describe unique.
Thrift store meets goth. I was
like
I am today. But I'm a social person.
Right, but in the movie, Ronald Miller dresses a certain way, and the first day of school, she tears off his sleeves, she mooses up his hair, makes him take off his glasses.
I want to become a blonde, if that's what you're meaning.
No, but for the movie to work in reverse for you, he would go, look, you have to dye your hair blonde, you have to lose 25 pounds. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have done it.
No, I probably would have.
You would have. For who?
For Jason Cocaine.
For Jason, the guy who has no idea who you are.
No, I think he knew who I was because I think I stalked him enough. Finally, he knew who I was.
You mean in current day?
Well, yeah, towards the end, yeah.
Didn't you try to contact him this lately and he had no idea who you were?
Oh no, I've never reached out to him.
Oh no.
I know.
You would see. See, if we were in a restaurant and he was sitting across the way,
I would go over to him.
You would see. I don't have any care. I don't care to do that.
I wouldn't go out of my way to find him, but if I saw him, I would. I do that with everybody. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't have that thing. I'm not that guy. I just want to be.
I just want
to be left alone.
Whatever.
Well, no, I am outgoing.
Exactly, I'm whatever.
But I would never. See, here's the thing: is I would never go up.
You don't like people. I like people.
No, I like people. I do a show where I talk to people, but I would never go up to somebody in a public setting and say, "Hey, do you remember me? Can we have a conversation?" They would have to come up to me. I would never do that. Never.
Oh, I guess we're different then.
Yeah, no, we're totally different. I would never do that.
Well, think of all the conversations you're losing out on because most people don't come up to people.
But there are places I go I can't get out of because people want to talk to me. Mm-hmm. But they have to come talk to me. I don't. When was the last time I went up to somebody like there was a stranger? Because even like celebrities, I'm like, I don't want to bother that person. And you have to like Forrest Ackerman, you had to like push me over, talk to him, and have a memory. You know.
I only chickened out on one person my whole life, and I still regret it.
Yeah, Kubiak.
Yep.
Who's Kubiak? Explain.
He was in a silly sitcom.
He was in Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
That nobody's heard of.
Nobody's heard of. But he was also on ER, which everybody's heard of.
I didn't even watch him then.
You don't even know. Yeah, everybody's swooning because he's on ER, and you're like, weren't you in that show that lasted 10 seconds?
I had like 10 seconds of shyness in my whole life, and that was it.
That was it, huh?
Yep.
The guy's like, lucky me.
Hey!
I dodged the bullet. So, in the film, he goes through all these trials and tribulations. Does the movie feel a little long to you?
No,
because I think the sequence where
we needed more.
No, the sequence where he's a jerk. I think it goes on too long. I think he's a jerk in the movie for too long. I think they're really hammering it home and putting it should end with him putting the crap on the guy's door. Like that should be the end of his jerkiness.
They have to really show that he's changed, that he let it affect him.
Well, here's the question I have. In the film, the Cindy character reveals to him that she writes poetry, something she's never revealed to anybody else.
Yes.
And he reads her poem, and we get to hear it. You know, my dream is this summer is to us to be in an island of blue or something.
2 moons that become one.
Yeah, something like that. So she gets drunk on New Year's Eve, and she spies on him in the bathroom making out with his chick. Remember I said she looked like a porn star? Mm. She's actually Miss September 1985.
You looked her up?
I looked her up, yeah.
Stalker.
So, yeah, I looked up all the people in the movie. Her long-haired boyfriend, he died in 2010.
Where from?
Well, I don't know. I didn't go that far. He's hardly in the movie. But she spies him making out with this chick, and you can tell it's the 80s? Mm. She's a high school girl wearing the full garter belt. Do girls even wear those anymore?
No.
Those went out of fashion, right?
I don't know anyone that wears
the garter belt with the stockings. That's such an old look. So while he's making out with her, and he's aggressively convincing her to sleep with him. He does sleep with her. He has sex with her in the bathroom.
So you said he didn't.
No, the other 2 girls that are important to the plot, he doesn't make out with. But the one on New Year's Eve, he seals the deal with her. And he even like goads her at the end when she goes, "I don't know you," and he goes, "You sure knew me earlier."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's he got to third base on that one. Well, when she's peeking on him, he's like sliding into home, but he uses her poetry to seduce her. Right now, the question I asked you was: we know in the end they're going to get together because it's a romantic comedy, and that's what happens. But would you be able to get with a guy and ever look at him normally, knowing he had used your poetry to bang some other girl?
Well, that's kind of flattering. He really liked your poetry.
Yeah, you say that now, but like that's awful.
Yeah, but he's seen what he did wrong. He learns the errors of his. He knows.
Oh no, he pays the penance
Yes.
for about 2 or 3 weeks. He's a pariah.
Yeah, but then he says a lot of right things. Like, I didn't like what it made me become, and like the old Ronald is back.
Right, the old Ronald gets back.
That's who she gets with.
Well, yeah, it isn't a movie if he doesn't learn a lesson. She learns a lesson and he learns a lesson, and they realize they're miserable people who deserve each other.
And they start all over. Everybody makes mistakes. So everything I've done in the past, you're still with me. Like everything.
Oh, I know, and I shouldn't be. I totally shouldn't be.
But I'm just saying.
The things you've done are terrible.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh. The Mormons come to the door and they're like, "Look, we really need to save her." And I'm like, "Come in, please." And they go like, "Kyrie eleison Christe." And they're shaking the water and everything. It's like an exorcism of your demons.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. But that's how the universe works. Any time, like we know friends who've gotten married, and they've both been party people, drinkers, and sleep around, and it never lasts. The only way it works is if you get someone like me who's pure and simple, and I hook up with someone like street smart like you.
Yeah, street smart. Okay, that's a nice way of putting it.
Isn't that great?
I'm street smart.
Street smart. Street smart. And like, wow, look at those two. Yeah, he went from total chic to total geek or whatever it is, right? No?
Yeah, I'm green.
Now you hate the Beatles.
I don't like the Beatles.
But you love this song.
Yeah.
Because it's the theme song to the movie.
It's from the movie.
Yeah.
Beatles.
That's the
Beatles.
Beatles. That's the most expensive part of that movie. That song probably cost more than the salary of anybody who worked on it.
It would be so much better if it had been a monkey song. You're either Beatles or Monkeys, and I'm definitely Monkeys.
No one's going to go to a movie with a Monkeys theme song.
Yes, they would.
No, they're not.
Another Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Hey, you want to go see Pleasant Valley Sunday?
Last train to Clarksville.
No.
I'll meet you at the station. I'm going to their concert in September. Woo woo.
Now, if this was a Monkeys movie, I'll tell you what song it would be called. It would be called Daydream Believer.
Yeah.
It would be.
You
didn't say it.
I was going through the order of my favorite. I never liked the trendy song. You know me.
Everybody loves Daydream Believer.
I'm a B-side girl. I always like the
Everybody loves Daydream
song on
Believer.
the other side of the record. I've been that way my whole life.
The Monkeys.
Like every band you'd pick, I'd pick the song no one knows.
This movie has one of the best 80s slow claps ever.
Yes.
The worst guy in the movie, the actor who plays the football guy.
Why does he remind me of someone we know? Do we know anyone that he reminds you of?
That guy?
Yeah.
He reminds me of somebody I used to work with named Jeff Fagan, but you would never have met him.
No. He's reminding me of someone and I can't place it.
Yeah, no, and he's the one who, like, after Ronald stands up to the guy beating up his friend, is like...
Maybe I don't know him. Maybe it's just a...
slow clap.
An image I have of someone you've gone to high school with. Maybe it's like...
Well, he looks like Terry Hathaway, yeah.
Yeah, maybe...
Yeah.
Did he act like that? Because maybe I'm picking
He's
up
the worst actor ever.
Hathaway vibe on that
when
one.
he walks by the hallway with Cindy on his arm, that jock guy goes, "Hey man, what's he doing with her? I don't get it." You're like, what is he reading it off his hand or something?
There's a lot of bad acting in that movie, though.
Everybody besides the leads is terrible.
Yeah.
And Seth Green. Seth Green is very good in it. The rest of them, I mean, the mom and dad are pretty good. And her mom is actually very warm in a couple of scenes. She's the only one that seems like a human. But no, the teenage actors are terrible in this movie.
But that's what makes it so great.
They're so bad that one guy became Gerardo, Rico Suave. Terrible, terrible. And those two brown-haired girls with the crimping iron, they had a crimp fight. They're awful.
I love them.
awful. And then one guy actually looks like Frankenstein. The nerd who goes like, oh, he didn't show it up with the chips. The cold brew just isn't the same.
What's the bad haircut?
What did I say? He looked like Phineas and Ferb for real.
Bad haircut.
Yeah.
He's the one with the spiky blonde hair because the leather jacket. He reminds me of
He's in Ferris Bueller.
Is that what he?
In Ferris Bueller, he goes here. He has one line, and he's not the guy, but he looks like the guy from Some Kind of Wonderful who goes, do you know how much damage we could do? No, I know he's not that guy, but he's got the same look.
Another Rachel movie, by the way.
Yes. And then Courtney Gaines, who plays Kenneth, had a very good part in The Burbs with Tom Hanks as the next door neighbor, Bumpkin. But you probably never even seen that movie.
I think it was on once, but I didn't hold it.
How can you not like The Burbs?
I don't know.
Now, Patrick Dempsey. I don't like Patrick Dempsey. He's one of those guys. There's two big actors in the 80s that I enjoyed in like one or two movies. And then for some reason in the 90s, total turnoff.
Well,
and Dempsey has the same.
He's still a good-looking guy. I just never got into that medical show he does.
Dempsey, but he made movies. He made Loverboy, where he was the pizza delivery.
Okay, I watched that because
he made what was that movie he made where he marries the older woman? It was a true story. This is so stupid. I know the true story, The Woo Woo Kid.
That sounds familiar to me.
But it was made into a movie that was titled something else. He was also in a very good movie called Coupe de Ville.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Where they're taking their father's Coupe de Ville home. After that, Dempsey doesn't do much for me. And then, hey, Luna, look up The Woo Woo Kid on Google. Just put in Woo Woo Kid and tell me what the name of the movie is. It's a really obscure... Yeah.
In the Mood?
In the Mood.
That's
See,
it.
how is it I know The Woo Woo Kid?
I remember that movie. That was a good movie.
But I don't know In the Mood.
I remember that movie.
Ridiculous. And then, you know the other 80s actor I'm talking about where I loved him in the 80s. I loved him in Better Off Dead. Say Anything.
Why?
John Cusack.
He doesn't do anything for
No,
you?
I don't like John Cusack lately. I don't know.
Lately? You just woke up
ever
and said,
since the 90s. No, I don't like him. I don't like him. You know, he's barely tolerable in Con Air.
I think I like him because he's not good looking.
John Cusack? Women swoon at that guy.
But he's not good looking. He's just John Cusack. Of course you like him.
But Patrick Dempsey's
like
Nicolas
Cage.
Nicolas Cage. So you can't badmouth Nicolas Cage on this show.
I'm not.
Back to Con Air again.
No,
Back to
I know.
Con Air.
I like him immensely. He's not good looking to me. I like him for other reasons.
Well, that's like Uma Thurman or Sandra Bernhard. They're alternative beauty. Juliette Lewis, right.
Ugly, but you gotta like type of people.
Or Winona Ryder and Lucas.
Okay, I don't get that reference at all. We were such on a roll.
But she's gawky and not pretty in that movie.
Whatever, she's frickin' Winona Ryder. She doesn't have a... No, that's lame.
She looks like a little boy in that movie.
She's adorable in that movie.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to argue about whether she's good looking. I know what she's going to become. I put her on layaway in that movie.
She didn't look bad.
She's okay. But she's not
crazy.
Carrie Green. Carrie Green's really pretty in that movie.
The redheaded chick?
The lead in Lucas, yes.
I don't like her.
I did not like Carrie.
From Goonies?
Yes,
Yeah,
and Three for the Road.
Like that one. I didn't like her in Goonies.
Everybody loves Andy in Goonies.
No.
It's all over the moment you ride up Troy's bucket.
Should have been Molly Ringwald.
In Goonies? No. This is why you're not a casting director. All right, so any final thoughts on Can't Buy Me Love?
I found a thing.
What do you find?
On IMDb,
Yes.
there was a thread that started in 2005, so it's been raging on for 11 years now. It has 500 posts of just people arguing if there's nudity or not in the movie.
Are you serious?
No one knows for sure.
There is nudity.
There's a group of people who say
I don't know for
absolutely
sure.
yes.
Just watch it.
I'm telling you.
There's never been any proof found.
Did it
in
get
10 years.
changed?
I'm telling you, in the theatrical version, you see that girl's breasts.
I don't remember
Because
that.
she takes her top off and she goes, spoiler alert, I'm going to say a semi-bad word here. She goes, in all the city, You'll never see a titty as pretty as this one, except this one.
That's the exact line people are saying.
She shows her breasts.
See, the whole thing here, there are dozens of people who say on that exact line, I can describe it in great detail.
Yes.
But
So what they do, pull it now?
It's been a decade, and no one's found even a screen cap. It doesn't exist.
Like it's all been
That's
erased.
amazing.
Do you think she had some superpowers?
No, I think Disney did. Disney probably said, look, we're going to put this out on the video shelves, and if we want families to rent it, we got to take the topless shot out. Oh. That's fantastic. So it's not just me.
There's dozens on here saying it too.
I wonder where you'd have to find, because it wouldn't
Her
be.
house. She owns it, guaranteed.
It wouldn't be in the VHS. It wouldn't be in a beta.
You need a film reel. And a specific one, because people are saying they saw it in theaters and didn't see it. So it was only certain copies.
Well, I'm telling you, I have always assumed, because I saw it in a theater and saw that girl topless, that it has new. And I can even, in my mind, I know the exact shot.
You're one of the few
I even know how it's lit. I don't ever listen. I was very lonely at this time. Okay, I would never have forgotten a topless shot. I'm like Mr. Skin. Okay, oh man.
500 people here.
I'm gonna.
Some say absolutely yes. Some say absolutely no.
Well, the absolutely no's probably saw it on home video or on cable. But those of us who saw it at Alondra 6 know.
It kind of sounded familiar.
There was boobs in that movie.
And then I watched it tonight, and I'm like, oh, I guess not. But it doesn't.
Well, I was watching it going, here they comes. They've cut it out.
Yeah.
They've cut the boobs out. How fantastic is that?
Interesting.
Oh, wow, that's great. Well, the debate rages on. We ask you, the listener, have you seen Can't Buy Me Love with or without Barbara's breasts? Yes. All right, well, I'm going to, listen, we're going to have to wrap this show up because I've got a lot of research to do.
Oh, brother.
As far as research goes, my cups runneth over. What do you think?
Great.
Any final thoughts? Out of 1 to 10, what would you give Can't Buy Me Love?
A 10.
A 10.
It's one of my favorites.
What's your favorite? Now, here's the thing. Rachel's memory is very spotty. You could say, hey, Rachel, take this book into the kitchen.
I don't deny
And when she
that.
gets in the kitchen, she'll go,
what was I doing?
Why am I holding this book?
That is me all day, every day, for the last 4 years.
She's
I'd
like
say.
Memento.
My memory has just gotten so bad.
If Memento was about a mom, it would be Momento, and it would star you. You'd have to tattoo like breakfast, get kids up on your arm.
I think, God, if I live long enough to become old, I'm not going to remember anything. That's so weird.
Yet, you know every line of dialogue from this movie.
Yes.
How can that be?
I don't know. Certain things stick with me in life. Not much. I could do that for the commitment.
I sat there in the car the other day giving you a quiz about this movie, and you knew the answer to every minuscule amount of dialogue.
It's not like I watch it now. I haven't watched it in a decade.
No, you haven't watched it in forever.
It was my life decades ago.
That's weird. Don't you think that's weird?
Part of my life. No, it's like the stuff that already happened in my young days is in there. Like if you have a topic that is intriguing to me, it's all there. But if you're talking about something I did a month ago, a year ago, last week, I have no idea. I don't hold it at all.
So basically what you're saying is that Can't Buy Me Love is a core memory and it has to be treasured.
I only remember my youth.
So you have like if you were Inside Out, there'd be a Can't Buy Me Love island.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. Well, I just watched it. I have good memories of it. It was one of the first breasts I saw on the big screen. So I would give Can't Buy Me Love a 7.
A 7? Well, that's pretty good for you.
I think that's good for me.
I think so too.
Considering the acting is terrible.
It's too long. The ending scene when he runs away on the motorcycle with the cowboy hat, right? Does it for you too?
They're on a lawnmower, honey.
Yeah, but
it's not a motorcycle.
Well, whatever it is.
But I know, but that's important. It's nothing as cool as a motorcycle.
It's a big machinery.
Yeah, and in a movie that ends, the movie that has the 80s slow clap also ends. I told you guys, here comes and freeze frame credits, and it's so 80s.
Yeah, hand up, hat off.
I don't know what this guy directed other than this, but he's just following 80s playbook. Fart humor.
Everyone out there went to a dance and did that African anteater dance.
Oh yeah, no, I did it. I didn't get any chicks. I never got any chicks, but we did. Dee and David Lewis would do it. Sure.
Oh, we should totally do that at our birthday party next month.
No.
Colleen, Alan.
They won't even know what you're talking about.
Yes, they will.
You didn't go to prom, did you?
I wasn't in high school.
Because that's how the movie ends. Like, we have to go to prom. Like, that's the big thing.
I went to my middle school homecoming and all those dances.
Yeah.
I didn't really do the high school thing.
Did you ever do the coming down the stairs thing in your dates at the door, like in the movies?
Yeah, we didn't have stairs, but I did that, of course.
Yeah, you're like, look, I'll go in the attic and I'll come down because we don't have a second floor.
More like stay outside on the patio.
I'll come down the stairs on the porch, both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
I haven't done those high school stories. I'm getting to them, but I took Danielle Buckaloo to the prom in a SUV. Berg made me drive the Chinook, and I pulled up. It literally, I'm not kidding, it literally had a bed in the back. Her father looked like he wanted to kill me. But then he looked at me.
He looked at
me like,
no,
my daughter's in no danger.
That's exactly what I thought.
No, she's in no danger. And I was like, what? I just put a picture for the 80s up, and you laughed at my pink shoelaces.
No, I love that. I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of cool.
That
was a total Roxy thing reference.
Right?
Was it Winona Ryder that did the pink laces?
Yeah, but this is before that.
Was it? I wondered that.
Yeah, no, that's at 88 or 89.
Because I did the pink shoelaces in the Doc Martens.
Yeah, it was 90.
Came out
no, that
too.
was 90.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't do that. This is on my own. Those are those Converse that go all the way up to your
Why
knee.
pink?
Because it was the 80s. They only made pink.
Really?
It was the 80s. You were there. Everything was neon pink, neon green. Oh, you're saying I wasn't hip? I have photographic proof. Well, it's undone by the Ghostbusters shirt and the acid wash jeans.
You know, I kind of like the whole picture.
Oh yeah, oh, see, there you go.
You need to go back in time and
no, with the mullet.
Not the mullet.
And
it was from the neck down.
And the dark brown glasses.
It was kind of the neck down that you had going on.
Yeah. No, I was a mess.
No, not from the neck down.
From the neck down. From the neck down. So if you remove my head, I'm like I'm a hot guy.
You really only see from the neck down. So
yeah.
It was like perfect.
So my wife's looking at my 80s picture going, you know what? If he didn't have a face, he would be so hot.
It wasn't the face. It was the hair and the glasses.
That's part of my face.
No, those were things you can change.
I did. I eventually got a haircut.
That was someone just getting there.
But I was like,
work.
You know how it is when you have long hair. You're the guy with long hair, and you can't cut the hair because you're the guy with the hair. And when I cut it, I was like, "Oh, where's your hair?" Oh, I cut it. Oh,
you were the guy with the purse with the handbag.
That was like 6 weeks. No, the hair was years.
Oh, the hair lasted longer than the bag, huh?
Now you're just making fun of me.
No, I'm just discussing your fashion.
I had no fashion in the 80s.
Oh no, you had a lot
I
of
wore long
fashion.
coats. I wore coats with a lot of pins.
Yeah, very much like your child does.
Yeah, oh yeah, Austin's totally me.
Yeah.
So, Josie just walked in. We're just discussing the movie you refused to watch.
She loves to hear stories about when we were young. She was listening to me and Colleen today talk like an hour about my youth, and she was just like, I never knew that stuff about you.
Yeah. Well, those episodes are coming, Josie. I'm going to do an episode of each grade of my high school. I'm going to get my yearbooks out and reconstruct my schedule and talk about all the terrible things that happened to me.
I can't hear them live anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do it whenever.
During the summer.
Yeah, during the summer. You can come out to the cafe, listen to a show.
And the beach house, because those were important years. And I
haven't done those yet.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's wrap it up.
No, I'm having fun.
For those of you...
These people want us to keep talking.
For those of you who are keeping score, Can't Buy Me Love, yet another 80s movie that was remade in the 2000s.
Good luck finding it, though.
It was remade in the 2000s.
You want to buy it. I tried.
We're talking about two different things, and you're just yelling over me.
Well, I just want to say, it's really a hard movie to find.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Everybody who listens just watched it. Because they all have Netflix.
But did they buy it?
They don't need to. It's on Netflix.
Oh, that's phony stuff. I like to.
So listen, yet another 80s movie that was remade, this time with an all-black cast, and it was retitled Love Don't Cost a Thing.
I never even knew about that.
Nobody knows. These remakes that they insist on doing make no money.
That's a real thing.
They make no impression. That is a real movie.
It sounds like you're making it up.
Was it like the same, like, did she spill something and have to buy an outfit?
Well, I didn't watch it. I don't know.
Well, then, does anyone out there know?
We will look it up and we will get back to you on that.
I'm curious. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, okay. We'll keep talking and I'll look it up.
Oh, hi everybody. This is the Josie and Rachel show. Would you like us to talk about Build-A-Bears?
I could talk about anime. I could talk about video games.
I could talk about David Bowie.
I could
I'm
talk about
really good about talking about David Bowie.
Bowie.
Or tattoos. I like to talk about tattoos.
I can tell you my entire life story in 15 minutes.
Your entire life is only 10 years. But, I believe you could do it.
High school loser Nick Cannon
What?
pays a cheerleader, Christina Milan, to pose as his girlfriend so he can be considered cool.
So it doesn't say the premise, like what
No, you'd have to
she
go on
has to be paid
Wikipedia.
for and why. And
You want minutia of it.
yeah, I'm curious if it's a straight rip or whether they
What
have
is
their
it?
own story.
Which one?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, the remake?
Yeah.
It's the same writer, I just checked. So
Yeah,
it's gonna
but
be
was it the same? Did she spill
The
something
same
on her
guy who wrote
outfit
it.
and he's buying a telescope, or is it like it's my laptop and then water got spilled? So you know what I mean? Like, is it?
Well, it was 2003. I don't know if it would have been a laptop yet.
Oh wow.
Oh, let me take a
Maybe
guess.
his
Wait.
Nokia got chopped in half or something. His flip
Yeah.
phone flipped too much.
His pager got dunked in water.
Well, Love Don't Cost a Thing is a Jennifer Lopez song. Alvin Johnson is an extremely intelligent nerd under consideration for a General Motors scholarship because he can design engines. However, he's always dreamed of hanging
More than a
out with the
lawnmower.
popular kids, especially Paris, a beautiful popular cheerleader dating NBA star Drew Hilton.
Oh, see, very
When,
similar.
when Paris crashes her mother's expensive SUV,
See, it's a car.
he agrees to repair the car in return for 2 weeks of dating.
2
There you
weeks.
go.
Wow.
There you go.
How does the whole movie happen in 2 weeks span? He can't get cool in 2 weeks.
Well, he says he get cool in 2 weeks, then he can spend a few months
Wait.
being
So he's
cool.
dating a Will Paulson?
Yeah, a basketball player.
Yeah.
There you go. So, Love Don't Cost a Thing. You can
They
watch
tied
that.
The nerd's interest into what went wrong.
Yeah, because he knows how to
has
fix
money.
it. Yeah. Yeah, there you
Doesn't sound
go.
as good. I don't think they're going to end the movie with them driving away on that lawnmower.
No, they're going to drive away on her SUV, right? Yeah.
No, it doesn't work for me.
All right, so check out Can't Buy Me Love on Netflix. 1987, Patrick Dempsey, Touchstone Pictures.
Amanda Peterson.
The late Amanda
Rest in
Peterson.
peace.
God bless her. I wonder what she looked like at the end. You think she was still good looking?
I Googled. There was pictures of her the year before she'd done a play. She was doing small time stuff. She was still involved in theater.
Because she was also in Annie.
Yeah, that's where she originally started. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up.
You want to know how Love Don't Cost a Thing ends?
Oh no.
How it fades out?
Huh.
They're making out for 2 minutes straight, and then it fades to black.
Oh, jeez.
That's it?
There you go.
Yeah, no interest
There you
at
go.
all. No, thank you.
I wonder if there are breasts in that one. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Leave us a review on iTunes, blah, 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 Patreon, blah, 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 blah. Please subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I'm Jeff. I'm the voice. I am joined by my At the Movies co-host
Rachel.
who only reviews movies she likes.
Yes. Commitments.
Like
We need to do
you
commitments.
would never sit down and watch a movie that you'd never seen to sit and review it.
No.
Or a movie that you didn't like.
Well, I only like about 10 movies in the whole world.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, and we've done most of them now. So we're almost there, baby.
Yeah,
We
we have to
need
do commitments and
Yeah.
Purple Rain, and we're done.
Yeah, it's pretty much, I think, the end of the
Oh,
list.
wait. We have to also get to Ladybugs.
Okay, I had a thing for Rodney Dangerfield. I don't know what it is.
Not Jonathan Brandis, the young kid, but Rodney Dangerfield.
I've always had a thing for him. It really hurt me when he passed.
I don't even know who that is, but I'm
And
guessing
he was
it's an old
great
man.
in Ladybugs.
He's a really
He was
old man.
great in Ladybugs.
Ladybugs is about a soccer
There's
team,
something
a girls'
about
soccer
him.
team, and he makes his grandson dress up as a
Yes.
girl to play soccer.
Yes.
Sounds like an interesting plot. I think I'd like
Ladybugs. Yeah, it's about your age, honey.
I watched that one quite a few times.
Yeah, Ladybugs. I tell ya.
We could put on that. I'd be okay with that.
Thanks for watching Ladybugs. You're the only one. I'll get no respect. All right. Well, sitting here in Netflix Central watching Ladybugs together, the whole Tucker family is 91 Reasons.
Thanks for listening to 91 Reasons. Please subscribe and leave a review on iTunes. Find us on Facebook. Is anyone even still listening?